Good morning. Professor Rich Gair of Valencia Community College here in Orlando, Florida. I'd like to welcome you to this section of my YouTube channel. Some of you who are familiar with the channel know that most of the videos here are put up here to supplement my Literature Multimedia of the Holocaust course, which is one of the more popular courses here at the college. I also have other channels, or playlists we'll call them, here on YouTube, where I have some of my favorites as far as videos are concerned. But this particular playlist is going to be devoted to the summer of 2010, my research trip, we'll call it. This year I've been blessed again for the fourth time to receive the Abe and Tess Wise Endowed Chair in the Study of the Holocaust here at Valencia Community College. We're the only community college in the United States that we know of that has an endowed chair in Holocaust studies, so I'm quite fortunate and blessed at the same time. Now, the reason for this particular channel will be to track my trip. This year, as part of my proposal to win this award, I propose that I travel to Jerusalem, to Israel, to Yad Vashem, and do some further independent research. Having attended their International School for Holocaust Studies for the past 2 summers, I now felt ready to embark on some independent study and research. I've chosen certain areas specifically for my proposal. One is to spend some time in their video resource center, where they have on their server some very rare Holocaust films and movies, some not available commercially. And I'd like to spend some time studying the various ways the Holocaust is depicted by filmmakers. Unusual ways, different ways that I can call attention to in the classroom with my students. I then proposed to do some independent research in the archives in 2 or 3 specific topical areas. One being the unique experience that women had during the Holocaust, and the other area being the Nazis' use, or shall I call it misuse, of medical knowledge for evil rather than for good. And of course, the next part of my proposal was to spend some time in the Pedagogic Center studying the various instructional strategies that are used and recommended in Holocaust education, because Holocaust education is unique unto itself, and unlike any other kind of educational subject, has to be handled differently and can be taught in an interdisciplinary fashion. At the same time, I'll also be spending time going back over the exhibits here at Yad Vashem, or at Yad Vashem, I'm not there yet, and reporting on some of my more in-depth studies of some of those exhibits. I've been here a number of times, but always kind of rushed to have to get back to class, being on a time schedule as I explore the museum. But now I'm exploring it on my own schedule. So there are certain parts of the museum I'd like to spend some extended time in and take some notes and do some research and study and read. And what I'll do each day, at the end of the day, probably, I'm hoping to have internet access in my room. I'm hoping to stay at the guest house at the Gershon Agron guest house and hostel in Jerusalem. I'm familiar with them, and they have internet access there in the rooms. And I'm hoping that each night to make a short video or 2 that I will add up here in sequence, telling you about my day, what I've done as far as what areas I looked into, observed, studied, researched, any new observations I've made, conclusions I've made, research I've come across that was new to me, which you might find of interest. And then after that week or 2 of study, I don't have that pinned down yet how long I'm going to spend with this independent research, because I'm also going to try and get some time to go over to Hebrew University with some of the experts over there and meet with them, because they have the Steven Spielberg Shoah collection of videos. And I'm also going to try and meet with some of the experts at Yad Vashem in the areas I've mentioned. I'm then planning to spend 2 weeks in the Israeli army as a volunteer, a civilian volunteer. I've done that 2 times prior to this. And this time, like last time, I have no idea what I'll be doing, where they'll be sending me. That's the nature of being a volunteer in the Israeli army. You go and do whatever they need you to do, whatever kind of menial manual task it is, so that you can free the soldiers up to do the important job of defending their homeland. And so I have no idea where I will be, and I may not be able to report to you as frequently because on the army bases there is heavy security and we do not have internet access. So my internet postings will have to wait at that point of my trip on. I'll do them on the weekend. So the way it looks, I'll be spending about a month in Israel. Today is Monday, June 14th. I'm already jumping ahead. I'm planning to leave the States by mid-July and stay there till mid-August. And I'm hoping that I will start my postings maybe as the trip starts, possibly giving you my first posting as I'm ready to leave the States from Newark Airport before I board my plane for the 10-hour flight to Israel, and then continue from there, reporting as I arrive in Israel and so forth. I'll be using a very small handheld camcorder to make these short little videos, and hopefully you will gain some new knowledge and insight into what I experience while I'm here. And also, maybe if you're going to be in my Holocaust course this fall, you might find areas that I speak about that will really pique your interest, and you'll want to explore them in greater depth when the semester starts in the beginning of September. And I encourage you to correspond with me, speak to me, email me, and discuss those things with me. Whether you're a student or another faculty member, you can email me at rgair, that's rgair, at cflcentralflorida.rr.com. I will be checking that email. You can also email me at the college's email, rgair@valenciacc.edu. If you care to instant message with me, you might find me on AOL's Instant Messenger under either the name of Hobajo or my college name, which is Orlando Prof. Feel free to contact me during the trip. I'd love to chat with you. I'd love to have your questions and insights as my travels unfold and as my studies reveal exciting new learnings
You've got
from me.
mail.
As you can see, as you can hear, that's my computer in the background. It just told me I have mail, so I guess I have to listen to my computer, and it probably makes a good time to end this introductory video. So again, welcome to my summer 2010 report number 1 of many.